All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new review. I just finished up the finale of The Penguin, which is streaming exclusively on Max. All right, I finally get to talk about this series as a whole, and I'm going to have to give it two different ratings because I'm going to rate this as a series by itself, and then I'm going to rate it as a series connected to the Batman universe. So you're going to want to stick around to see what my score is in all of these. But this finale, here are my feelings overall about the finale. I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. First of all, as a finale, it really was not as fulfilling or as exciting as I was expecting, okay? That doesn't mean it was terrible, because I will tell you the writing on this episode was pretty dang good, because we finally get to see the true rise of the Penguin becoming the king of Gotham. And that was well done, okay? Also, I think we get a satisfying conclusion to Sophia's storyline. And I will tell you that Sophia, Kristen Milotti, she stole the show. She is the real star of the Penguin show. She should be up for an Emmy for this. I believe Colin Farrell will probably also be up for an Emmy for his role as the Penguin. And then you had the kid who played Vic. Vic had some very unexpected scenes in this film, or in this final episode. And that's all I'm going to say as far as Vic goes. Vic was another star of this. I think something Feliz Renzi, or Renzi Feliz, I can't remember the guy's name. He did a phenomenal job playing Vic. He did. That guy is going to be a rising star in Hollywood. I think this show is going to open up some doors for him. I also think we're going to see Kristen Milotti in a lot more stuff. Colin Farrell's been around for decades, so he's not new to this game. But the other two are definitely going to pick up some roles because of this. So kudos to Matt Reeves and to the showrunners of this film for bringing these actors into the show. As far as the finale goes, I really got to say, compared to the other episodes, it was one of the least interesting. And I'll tell you right now, the cheap plug for the Penguin, or for the Batman, very cheap. Very, very cheap. You can't just tack it on at the end and act like, oh, it's all part of the Batman universe all of a sudden, okay? We did see a couple of the cops that were in the Batman film, but they weren't like stars of the Batman film, and so you don't have that connection. You really needed to have the bat signal a couple of times during the movie, or during the program, during the show. Also, where's Jim Gordon? Where's Jim Gordon? You could have had Jim Gordon in there. That at least would have been something, but he is nowhere to be seen. So let me give you the two ratings. Here are the two ratings I have for this. As a standalone show, not connected to Batman at all, I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Really well written, really well acted, really well directed. It's going to keep your attention from the beginning to the end. As a Batman project, as part of the Batman universe, I give it a 3 out of 5. Like, come on. You could have done a little more to connect it. What they did, like I said, the very final shot where they connected to the Batman is cheap. Now, there's going to be, here's what we are guaranteed, though, going into the Batman film. This is supposed to be like a week before the Batman 2. First of all, I guarantee you we're going to see Sophie again. Her character will be popping up, as part of the Batman 2. And I think this all but guarantees that Catwoman's going to be back. Selina Kyle is going to be back. I don't see how they'll be able to do the movie, which would be kind of weird considering she's only been gone for a couple of weeks and she was leaving Gotham. So there's no guarantee she's going to be in the Batman 2, but I think with what they do, and it was actually pretty brilliant. I didn't even think about this, the connection. You'll see a connection with her and the show, which was actually pretty logical, but I didn't even think about it when I was watching the program. But she should definitely be in it. And you're going to want to stick around for my DC update tomorrow, because James Gunn plugged this program and plugged the finale, but he couldn't help himself without throwing himself in there to make himself look better. And you'll see that it's all about James Gunn. I constantly say that on my channel. It's all about James Gunn. And we're going to see in tomorrow's update what he did, what he posted. I'll actually show that. Also, Colin Farrell came out and started talking about how much of the Batman 2 he's expected to be in. This leads me to believe that Matt Reeves is probably very close to being done writing the Batman 2, and they hopefully start filming soon, because by the time the movie comes out, it's going to have been like 5 years, which I think is a little too long to go in between. It's nice that they had the Penguin to be in between, but James Gunn and this whole switch over kind of held everything up. And yeah, we'll talk about that. There's some things I need to talk about in regards to the Batman as well as James Gunn and how he treats the Batman universe. I just think it's quite frankly disgusting. But we'll talk about that on tomorrow's update. All right, guys, I do appreciate the support. If you like the review, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Think about subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. We'll see you guys on tomorrow's DC update.